mainstream media coverage of the story was very intellectually dishonest, really trying to suggest that Dr. Sophie Chandauka had taken just as much of a hit as Prince Harry. Let me be clear, that is not the truth. What Prince Harry wanted out of this report was for the Charity Commission to completely vilify this very successful black woman, Dr. Sophie Chandauka, throw her off the board so that he could return as the White Knight and take the charity back. That didn't happen. And the fact that that didn't happen is a huge loss to Prince Harry. And the fact that he's now talking about setting up a rival charity just shows how sick he is. Charity isn't about competition, for God's sake. It's about stopping poverty in Africa.
Could it be that Dan Wootton is back again, launching damaging attacks on Prince Harry? Is this a surprise to anyone? Ah, our old friend Dan Wootton. You may remember him from such times as every time Prince Harry does anything. Yes, it seems he's back, and he's brought his infamous vitriol with him. Let's take a stroll down memory lane, shall we? Wootton's history of attacking Prince Harry is as long and winding as the River Thames. From his time as a royal correspondent, he's made it his mission to pick apart Harry's every move. Now he's returned to this well-trodden path with renewed vigour, following Harry's recent exoneration from bullying allegations. These allegations, you'll recall, were made by Sophie Chandauka. And who was quick to jump to her defence despite the lack of substantiated evidence? You guessed it, our very own Dan Wootton. In his rush to judgment, Wootton seems to have forgotten that little thing we like to call due process. Now, I'm not one to point fingers, but it does seem a bit suspicious, doesn't it? Wootton's readiness to believe the worst about Prince Harry, his eagerness to defend Chandauka, even in the face of a lack of evidence. It makes one wonder what his motivations might be. Could it be that Wootton holds a grudge against Harry? Or is it simply that he can't resist the allure of a juicy story? Facts be damned. Whatever the reason, it's clear that Wootton's attacks on Harry are more than a little biased. And it's high time we called him out on it. But let's not forget the real victim here, Prince Harry. Cleared of all allegations, yet still facing the relentless attacks of the media. It's a testament to his strength and resilience that he continues to rise above it all, refusing to let the likes of Wootton bring him down. It seems Dan Wootton simply can't resist an opportunity to attack Prince Harry, regardless of the facts. But then again, we've known that for a while now, haven't we? But let's not forget about Sophie Chandauka, who has found an unlikely defender in Dan Wootton. Sophie Chandauka, a name that has been etched in our minds as the woman who accused Prince Harry of bullying. The question that begs to be asked is, why did she make these allegations? Was it a genuine cry for help or a calculated move to tarnish the prince's image? The answer remains elusive. Now, we have Dan Wootton vehemently defending Chandauka, but his support seems to be less about vindicating Chandauka and more about discrediting Prince Harry. This is not the first time Wootton has attacked the prince, and it probably won't be the last. It's as if he's nursing a personal vendetta and using Chandauka's allegations as a vehicle to further his agenda. Chandauka's allegations have been thoroughly investigated, and Prince Harry has been cleared of any wrongdoing. Yet Wootton, in his relentless pursuit to defame the prince, continues to support Chandauka. One might wonder if his defence is based on a genuine belief in Chandauka's innocence, or a desire to keep the controversy alive. Furthermore, it's worth noting that Chandauka was involved with UNTHINKABLE, a charity co-founded by Prince Harry. Could her allegations have been an attempt to divert attention from her own shortcomings within the charity? Could it be that Wootton, in his defence of Chandauka, is actually trying to draw the spotlight away from her and keep it firmly on Prince Harry? This situation is a complex web of accusations and defences, with Wootton and Chandauka at the centre, seemingly united in their mission to discredit Prince Harry. But the truth has a way of shining through, and in this case it has shown that Prince Harry is innocent of the allegations levelled against him. Clearly, Wootton's defence of Chandauka raises more questions than it answers. Is it a genuine defence or a smokescreen to cast a shadow on Prince Harry? Only time will tell. One has to wonder, why is Dan Wootton so determined to attack Prince Harry at every turn? Indeed, it's a question that's been circling in many minds. Is it a personal vendetta, or is it simply a case of a journalist being excessively critical? Let's delve deeper. Wootton's history of criticism towards Prince Harry is extensive. It's hardly a secret that he's been quite vocal in his disapproval of the prince's actions. From Harry's decision to step back from his royal duties, to his move to the United States, and even his recent foray into the world of streaming services, Wootton has been there, ready with his biting commentary. But it's not just the volume of criticism that's concerning. It's the tone, the insinuations, and the persistent negativity that suggests a personal vendetta rather than objective journalism. It seems as if Wootton has set his sights on Prince Harry, and no matter what the prince does, Wootton is there waiting in the wings, ready to strike with his next scathing article. And what's the harm in these attacks, you might ask? Well, besides the obvious emotional toll it can take on Harry and his family, it also serves to skew public perception. When a journalist with a platform as large as Wootton's consistently paints a negative picture of a public figure, it's not surprising that the public's opinion might be swayed. But what's alarming is the lack of accountability for Wootton's actions. His relentless attacks on Prince Harry continue unabated, with seemingly no repercussions. It's a stark reminder of the power of the media and the need for responsible journalism. Wootton's relentless attacks on Prince Harry reveal more about his character than they do about the prince's. In the end, it begs the question, who is the real culprit here? Is it Prince Harry, who's simply trying to live his life on his own terms, or is it Dan Wootton, who seems all too eager to exploit the prince's every move for his own gain? Only time will tell. So what can we take away from all of this? Firstly, we've witnessed the relentless return of Dan Wootton, whose bitter drive seems to be fueled by an uncanny obsession with Prince Harry. His unyielding attacks, even after the prince was cleared of all bullying allegations, have been nothing short of bewildering. It's crucial to remember that this isn't about reporting facts, but is instead a clear representation of Wootton's personal vendetta against the prince. Secondly, Wootton's defense of Sophie Chandauka is equally perplexing. Chandauka's allegations against Prince Harry, which were found to be baseless, did nothing but stir unnecessary drama and cause damage to the reputation of the UNTHINKABLE charity. Yet, in the face of this, Wootton continues to stand by Chandauka, further demonstrating his apparent bias and lack of journalistic integrity. Lastly, we've seen an ongoing vendetta against Prince Harry. Whether it's Wootton's relentless attacks or Chandauka's unfounded allegations, the prince has been subjected to a seemingly endless wave of criticism and hostility. Yet, despite all this, he continues to maintain his dignity and focus on his charitable work, which is truly commendable. These events should encourage us all to question the motives and credibility of sources like Wootton. It's not about taking everything we hear at face value, but about digging deeper and understanding the forces at play. The truth is often more complex than it appears, and it's our responsibility as consumers of news to discern the facts from the fiction. In conclusion, it's clear that Dan Wootton's attacks on Prince Harry are more about his own agenda than the truth. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to spread the word.